Hello and welcome to the Pub Footy Podcast. I'm your host, Diego Cerrone. Today is a special episode, Champions League quarterfinal reaction video, second leg. We have Coach John, we have Carlos Castro, and a special guest, one of the funniest guys on the internet today, Leo Hernandez, also known as El Soccer Guy. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for having me. I
Clap
appreciate
it
it.
up, clap it up, clap it up.
Heck
What's
yeah,
up?
all
What's up?
right.
What's up?
I was telling you before we jumped on, I wore a yellow Barca jersey because I thought you were gonna wear a traditional Barca jersey with the red and blue, and you've totally faked all of us out.
It's funny that I wasn't planning on wearing anything. I didn't even know what I was wearing until like you told me about it. So my bad.
Yeah.
I don't like to show
Honestly,
off.
though, honestly, when I went on your profile and I was like, "What fan is he of?" So when I saw Barca, I was like, "Oh, I'm fucked this guy. I got Johnny's gonna come after me. Leo's gonna come after me. I'm in trouble."
Yeah.
My
Today
brother's right there, so there it is. It's right there on the wall.
Got
is a good day to cook, Carlos.
Yeah, rice.
But let's get right into it. We'll start it from game to game, from day to day. So we'll do was it the Tuesday game first? So uh let's go with Dortmund Barcelona because I think it was a tie that we all thought Barca kind of had from the get-go. But I think they played with fire a little bit and kind of let Dortmund into the tie yesterday. And I think they snuck away with the win, to be honest. What are some of your thoughts, fellas?
I'll go first. Why not? I think Barcelona obviously was a favorite, and they're so good going forward and offensively in the attacking third. They're able to produce what they're able to produce because they're just outrageous, right? Bottom line. But I think over the two legs, defensively, I keep saying this. I think there's too much of a what do we want to call it? Too much.
They live and die by that high line.
The high line is it leaves them open for too many chances to be created on them, right? And if Dortmund was clinical as they were in the second leg in the first one, that tie kind of looks a little different. But listen, if you're gonna live by the sword, you die by the sword, rock out. Good for you, kudos. But now you go against Inter, and I think things will be a little bit different, you know. But maybe they do stick to the same game plan. But do I think it will work? Personally, I don't think so. I think this might be the end of the road.
The end of the Barca run. Leo, what are your thoughts as a Barca fan watching the last two legs?
This was probably the worst game I've seen in the Champions League for Barca. I was actually expecting more of a kind of like both sides attack and attack. I wasn't expecting Barca to lose. I was expecting like maybe like a 2-2 draw. Dortmund scores the first two goals. They think the comeback's real. Then Barca comes back. But I think this is also Lamine Yamal's first game where I was like, he was ghosting. I forgot he was on the field. And when they subbed him out, you could tell he was bummed out about it, but he just wasn't working.
Do you guys think it was fatigue from game on the weekend, Champions League game? Because I know over the weekend they had to really sneak that win out to get that 1-0 win in La Liga. So fatigue maybe, or just kind of the pressure of the Champions League and being in Dortmund.
I think it was a mix of various things. I think that probably the biggest one was the lead that they had, that they know they had it, but I think they were very comfortable. They played very comfortable where they probably didn't care. But those goals started coming, and I think with that own goal from Dortmund, I think that kind of helped them out.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
I think they got complacent though for sure.
Yeah,
Obviously,
right.
they're up four goals. They had a tough game over the weekend. The players are definitely tired and complacency. So that kind of leads to Dortmund giving it all and two quick goals happen and off to the races.
Yeah, I think it showed Dortmund's experience because they've been there before. They've been to Champions League final not that long ago, right? Was last year, right?
Last year.
They went to the Champions League final last year. And then Barca, really young squad, maybe don't know how to handle, a 4-0 win going into a second leg. So maybe it showed maybe the experience level of a young squad versus an experienced squad. You saw Dortmund, not the same cockiness and confidence as a Real Madrid remontada, but you did see that they came in to play. They came in with a game plan, and the fans were behind them. They got their goals, and there was some belief, but in the end, it just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate that Dortmund didn't kind of finish their chances in that first leg. Because I mean they were in it. They played really well that first half. They should have had 3 goals that first half of the first leg. They won this game.
We'll give them one, not three. We'll give them one.
They should have only had 1 goal in the first half. Uristi missed like 3. He whiffed 3 in that first half.
I think the first one was a whiff. The second one, maybe he could have tapped it, but I think that the third one was tough. I'll give him one. I'll give him the first one.
Yeah, but I mean regardless, it was a good, almost even matchup between the two teams. Besides, maybe the last 30 minutes of the second half of the first leg for Barca. But I mean Dortmund played well. The better team probably went through, but it was a good matchup all around.
Yeah. Yeah, I also agree with Johnny how he was saying that they live and die by the sword of the high line. I almost thought Inter played the same way against Bayern, right? They lived and died by their sitting back, that low block, countering, playing those quick 1-2s or 1-2-3 combos to spring forward. We'll talk about Inter in a second as they take on Barca in the next round. Villa PSG. I think it was a tie that we all expected. I expected a goal fest because both teams are so good attacking, right? PSG is precise, fast, and very dynamic in the attack. Their wing backs fly forward. So they have a really good team and also attack. But then Aston Villa too. Aston Villa has these guys that came off a loan, Rashford, Asensio, Johnny McGinn, right? Providing that spark. Matty Cash as well, just kind of never giving up. So it was a team that I think had a lot of belief. We do have to talk about how they put the Europa League anthem instead of the Champions League anthem.
So
That
bad.
was pretty bad.
So bad. Someone's
Was it
getting
a mistake
fired.
on the guy, on the PA announcer, or was it
So-
Unai Emery trying to hype himself up and
No.
get into Europa mode?
That's his competition. He had to just
I think
lock into that mode.
he purposely snuck that in.
Someone said they saw Rashford's face in the when the song was going off, and they were like, "This is the perfect time for him because he's so used to being in Europa League."
Yeah.
He did ball out though. He had a good
He
Oh my
game.
did.
God, he did.
Balled
Wow.
out. So I mean, that's insane. The guy's gonna get fired. Whoever was in charge of.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the headline, like guy who fucked it up, like loses his job because I feel
That's
like
great. All the players are kind of like looking around, like,
They're laughing.
what is this?
They're laughing.
I was working, right? So I had the game on like right in front of me and I heard the song and I thought they like cut it to commercial or something. But then I look up, I'm like, oh, they're really playing the wrong anthem. I couldn't believe that shit. It was nuts. But thoughts on Villa. What do you guys think? Go Carlos.
I mean, they played really well. They were unfortunate in that second half not to tie up the aggregate or even take the lead. Konza whiffed the header inside the six. But overall, they played really well offensively. They really had PSG on their heels for the majority of that second half. And the fans were really behind them. You felt like something special was going to happen. But unfortunately, I just ran out of time and too many missed chances hurt them in that second half.
Donnarumma came up huge.
Yeah, I was
Man, so many saves.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
I talk a lot of shit about Donnarumma, honestly, but
Good.
he was on it yesterday.
Massive.
He was on it.
He had two big saves,
Crazy saves.
right? Like the header in the box where he just gets up in the corner,
Big arms.
right? Big arms, just swats it out. There was a shot in the box, I think, as well. And then Pacho being huge defensively in the last minute of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, insane.
Leo, I don't know if you know, but me and Johnny are Ecuadorian, so we're big, obviously, Ecuador
Pacho.
fans. Pacho being that solid Ecuadorian player for PSG. Carlos is practically adopted as an Ecuadorian fan, so he has more Ecuadorian jerseys than Costa Rica jerseys.
Yeah.
But I will say though, like Pacho kind of did screw up in the first goal. He doesn't step up, I think, fast enough. Then the ball gets deflected and it goes in. And then I think on another goal, same thing. I feel like he holds really well, but he doesn't maybe attack when he needs to, right? In those kind of 1v1 situations. So granted, he saves them in that last second. It was going in. That shot was going in.
Yes.
It was a great hit. But yeah, I think Pacho got lucky because if that goes in and they go to overtime and they lose, I think he was going to get a lot of heat. Despite the fact that he's been very solid, has been having a really great year, I think he can be part to blame for like 1.5 goals yesterday.
Yeah. So who does Barca play? They play Inter?
Yeah.
Got it. I mean, good matchup.
Yeah. No, I thought like out of all the games, I thought Villa was gonna do the comeback. Like,
Same.
after
Yeah, they
I
didn't like
saw
it.
the games now, I thought like, oh wow, they had the best chance of like actually coming back, and they put PSG on their heels, and they maybe PSG got a little lax and they got a little comfortable, but they almost bottled that badly.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 quick goals in that second half, and that just, bro, Villa Park woke up.
It was insane.
It was nuts.
It's a good game, dude.
The Nuno Mendes goal. We said it in the first leg, right? How crucial that third goal and that 3-1 game in Paris was going to be, and that ends up being the deciding goal. And he also scored in the second game too.
Yep, him and Hakimi.
Tuck City.
They're good.
Yeah, I mean,
they're outside
those
backs are
guys,
insane.
they're the best outside back pairing in probably the world right now. I mean, Hakim is probably best right back in the world. Nuno Mendes, the last few games, he's playing like, top 3 left back in the world. And the way they attack, you said they're playing Barca, right? No. Who's playing Barca? Inter's playing Barca. Arsenal's playing PSG.
Inter Barcelona.
Well, whoever's playing PSG is gonna deal with these two wingbacks fucking going up and
Perfect.
being dangerous in the attack.
It's perfect. It makes sense for us.
For you?
Yes,
Johnny's not scared.
it makes sense. It's good. It's a good game, but it's not. I'm not. Obviously, you're more scared. I was more scared of Real Madrid just because of
I wouldn't be.
that. But the thing is, obviously, PSG is good, and we could talk about that a little later. But I'm not scared of PSG. They're insanely good. Am I worried about their fullbacks?
I mean, I wouldn't be like, because you beat Madrid, you can beat anybody. I don't think Madrid was the best team in Europe right now. I think PSG is a better team than Madrid. PSG would probably beat Madrid as well if they were playing in the Champions League.
Arsenal
They're just
beat them,
they're just
right?
a more balanced team than
Arsenal
Madrid
did
is.
beat them, but PSG is not the same team anymore. I think they're completely different. Arsenal beat PSG at home comfortably, but they're not the same team. And also, I didn't like Nuno Mendes is going to have a tougher time defending Saka, Martinelli. Nuno Mendes is not going to can't go up the way he did yesterday because Saka's going to just eat him up all game, and that's not in his best interest. So yeah, he's going to have his moments, but I do think with Timber and the guys we have there as a whole unit, is he going to give us trouble? Maybe here and there, but guys, maybe throughout the whole two legs, I don't.
I feel like they might overwhelm you guys though. But
It could be, yeah. If they high press maybe, and depends. Their tactics it varies. Like they play Liverpool, and their tactics were
yeah. They're very fluid.
they're fluid, so it's different. Depending on how we want to play, and depending on how they come out to play, like I think it'll be a very open game, just like how it was against Madrid. To be honest,
If sorry, go ahead, Carlos.
I was gonna say, I just think it's a tougher matchup overall. Just how more balanced that
collectively,
PSG is
collectively, yes.
on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Madrid, they're kind of unbalanced on offense, and we'll talk about it in a bit. But they weren't dangerous at all to really do anything against Arsenal. I don't think that's going to be the case with PSG.
Before we jump out of Aston Villa PSG, if they have 10 more minutes, do they tie it up?
Yeah,
Leo, what do you
Maybe.
think?
I see it. I actually believed that Villa was gonna do it, but I think even like 5 more minutes they would have done it.
5 more minutes? Wow.
Close.
Did
Really
you
close.
have any of those games in the parlay yesterday?
No, I didn't. I was too scared to put some money on it. I had more faith in Madrid, but I'm telling you, they let me down. The one time I bet for Madrid and they let me down.
Yeah, I mean, that's on you, bro. You don't bet the rivals.
That's a fact.
Don't bet the rivals.
All right, let's talk about Real Madrid, Arsenal. Arsenal get the 2-1 victory today at the Bernabeu, and Johnny pops it open. And Carlos needs to take a shot.
Yeah, nice. I put this bottle in the freezer at 2 p.m. because I knew
Is that-
I needed it.
Is that the mezcal thing that we
Yeah,
got?
it's the mezcal.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Delicious.
I know I needed it nice and cold for this pod. But yeah, I mean, I just want to start out with the shot that I owe, and I want to congratulate Arsenal on today's win. I mean, for Arsenal, it was the biggest game in the history of their club. For Madrid, it was just another quarterfinal matchup.
Find your silver lining, brother. Find your silver lining. Whatever makes you feel better tonight, just find it. You can thread
I'm
it.
good.
You can thread it, find it. It's okay.
I mean, I'm just
No,
really happy.
that's it.
No, Johnny, I'm just really happy for you, and and all Arsenal fans around the world. It took you 31 years of your life to experience the huge European night of
I've
football.
never seen so many Real Madrid fans post on their socials today. Montada, make countdowns all day. Grown adults, women and men were making countdowns for this game against Arsenal, little Arsenal, like you say. Post stuff, 99% faith, 1% chance, or just a 1% meme and someone sliding. That was Real Madrid fans all day today. All day.
Yeah, who cares about them?
This is what I'm saying.
You gotta have a
Who
little bit
cares
of
about
belief. You need a little bit of belief.
No,
They
it
had a
wasn't
lot of
belief.
belief.
The same way.
It wasn't
That wasn't
belief.
a little
Arsenal
bit.
It wasn't
fans
belief.
were-
It wasn't
the same
belief.
way
It was
media
arrogance.
were like, this
It
is
wasn't
the biggest
belief. It
game
was
in our
arrogance.
history, and
No,
we need to
no.
repeat what happened 20 years ago in the first leg. Madrid fans were kind of trying to create that same narrative today.
It wasn't, but it didn't seem like belief. It sounded more like arrogance. Like you guys knew you guys were gonna do the remontada. Like I
bit
can't
of
wait
both.
till it happens.
It's a
Like
deserved arrogance, though.
there's no such thing as deserved arrogance.
I think it's deserved arrogance.
Well, how's that deserved? You lost 3-0.
They've done way too many comebacks for them, or for people not to believe that it might happen today.
But you've never beaten Arsenal
I
in the
didn't really think
Champions
it was
League.
going to happen today, but there's a little bit of belief that it is because they've done it so many times.
But
I
you've
can see
never
that.
beaten Arsenal in the Champions League. So how's that?
But you're worried about the wrong thing.
I'm not worried about the wrong thing. It's the only thing that there's X factors here. There's only two things
we
here.
can't have that belief, but because we've done it against Bayern, Man City, Chelsea, Madrid fans can't have that belief because we've never done it against Arsenal. It's crazy.
You've also never come back 3-0 When was the last time
I
like
think they
up
said like in the
against Derby
70s against
County
Derby
Wolves?
County.
Yeah,
But I
in the
understand that. You're
Champions
taking
League, I
it
think it
too.
was only 3 teams that have ever done
No,
a
yeah,
3-0
but the belief
remontada.
is okay. I'm cool with
I
belief.
understand that.
It wasn't belief though. It was arrogance because you guys thought you guys were gonna do it. Like no, you guys knew you guys were gonna do it. Like it was
Nah,
just
we
set
didn't
in
know we
sand
were gonna do
stone.
it. We just speak it out into existence.
No, the
We
thing
try
is
to
like
manifest it.
no, you said you're the type of guy which I respect. That's why we can do this together. You say it can happen. Like you don't know. Like you say those things and like you frame it that way. But other Madrid fans don't say it like that. They say it's the bottlers, Arsenal, and we're the remontada kings. We're gonna get them.
You gotta banter.
Let me
You
set
gotta
a
talk
fucking
shit a little
timer
bit.
for my fucking day and fucking watch it go down on fucking Instagram Live. Oh yeah, it's coming. Go fuck.
See, if
And
anything,
then
like Johnny, this is your moment. Just be happy, bro. You mad at all these Madrid fans, bro?
I'm not mad. You brought it up.
Carlos
I didn't bring anything
planned
up. I was trying to congratulate you.
that toast from the moment the final whistle
I
blew.
know he did. That's why he said I got something for
I
you,
didn't even
Jar.
finish my toast yet either, bro.
Leo, what did you have in your parlay? Because now
Yeah,
I'm
I'll check.
curious.
Let me check.
Yeah, let's see. 'Cause as a Barca
Anyway,
fan,
I still gotta take my shot, honestly. So
take it.
right, I didn't.
I
All
got
right, so
I got I
Johnny,
got
this is
5
for
out of
you.
3.
Johnny, this is for you, and I hope you cherish this moment and you don't go another 20 years waiting for the next one.
Ah,
Damn, hey, he's not wrong.
It's not wrong. But the thing is, like, patience and loyalty gets you a long way. You know, you feel it more. This guy cheers for Chelsea and and Real Madrid. So whenever one does well, he goes to the other, and then when another one doesn't do well, he
That's
jumps
fair.
Hey,
around. Like,
there's 3 people
I
in this pod.
can't do this.
Leo, Diego, we've experienced these nights, man, and I'm just very happy that you finally got to do that today.
I don't like that. I don't like your attitude, bro. I don't like your
I
backhanded.
can't even be happy
I don't
for
like
you.
your backhanded
I
congratulations.
can't be happy.
I don't like your
it is
backhanded
very
congratulations. It feels
backhanded,
like
but
this.
I'll take it. 'Cause what else do you expect from Carlos?
Yeah, I mean, something's got to give. I've been hearing it all. I've been hearing it all day. I've been hearing it since we won. Like that's the only thing I've been hearing. It's okay. My brother too, also another Real Madrid fan. Oh,
That's fine.
you can't believe this, right? It's helping Arsenal. I'm like you.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked he's not an Arsenal fan.
No,
Guy
but
picks and chooses whenever he wants to be a fan.
I'm not shocked that
And
he didn't
yes,
come
I
to the
said it,
house to watch
Julio,
it.
if you're listening.
He didn't
Yeah,
come to the house to watch it because he knew it. Deep
At least
down
it's not
inside, he knew
Tottenham.
Anybody but Tottenham, honestly.
it.
I got. Oh, yeah, let me share my picks with you guys.
Let's hear it.
It was an 8-pick parlay, and I got 5 out of 3. I mean 5 out
Damn.
of 8.
It's pretty good.
Courtois receives 0.5 higher goals. He got 2. Raya, David Raya was supposed to get over 1.5 goals. He only got 1, so I got that one wrong. Trigger higher tackles 0.5. He was supposed to get at least 1 shot on target. He didn't get anything. Martinelli, more than 1.5 tackles, got that one. Bellingham, lower than 2.5 shots attempted. The one that really fucked me over was Lucas Vasquez because I saw him take 2 shots and I was like, yep, it's over. I got that one wrong. But he took 3. And the last one, Asensio was supposed to get lower than 0.5 shots attempted. So Lucas Vasquez kind of fucked me over. And then Madrid was supposed to score at least 1 more goal. But
I had some delusional picks. I had Madrid. I think when Vinny scored and it was 1-1, I put
Here we go.
correct score Madrid 4-1.
Yeah. I think that's super delusional. I wasn't expecting it.
Delusional. And then when both games were tied, I had Bayern to score and Madrid to score, both like live, but not both lost.
I think Real Madrid had 0 shots, right? In the first
In the
half.
first half, yeah, on target.
Insane.
Yeah, nuts. I mean, the Arsenal defense is legit. Like for it's legit.
Arsenal, this game obviously was a bit more defensive, so the low block showed a little bit more. Let Real Madrid have the ball a bit more. So like Kiwior, lights out, insanely good today.
Yeah, it was very good.
If Saliba didn't make that mistake, lights out. But he makes some mistakes, so now he's the worst guy on that back 4. If you tear him out because of that
With
mistake,
Saliba?
because of that mistake.
I mean, Saliba made some bad mistakes today.
He made 2 bad mistakes. The one he got the goal and the one he whiffed behind his head.
He whiffed, yes.
But that's it. Timber, I thought he lights out.
Timber's so good.
So good. Miles
He was pressed on Vinny the first I think like the whole first half. Vinny touched the ball, he couldn't turn because Timber was.
And then Miles Lewis Skelly, incredible. Incredible. That 18-year-old has balls of steel. The guy, the confidence on that guy oozes out of his body. He's showering right now. Confidence, baby. Confidence. That's what it is.
What did you think about that Panenka that Taka missed?
Oh my god.
Man,
That's a good question.
He got me really mad. I'm gonna be honest with you because I was like, I bet on. I was like, bro, you're supposed to score.
He got you though.
Yeah, I know you got me, but I would have been happier before, you know.
I mean, if you're gonna Panenka it,
That was
Yeah,
unacceptable
that's
from
what I was
Shaka, though.
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
I think he maybe wanted it to go down the middle, and it kind of maybe just
went to the
tailed.
side.
It tailed,
I
yeah.
think it was just him trying to be a little cocky, though.
But my thing is, why didn't you grab the ball to start? Why did Odegaard hold the ball for so
Yeah.
long?
Yeah, I don't know.
Odegaard held the ball for so long. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, so he's gonna take it against his old team. I'm like, so he's trying to make a statement.
Yeah,
Like
that's
he
what I
wants to be
thought.
like, he want to put his big boy pants on right
He
now.
Yeah, but
should've
unless they like planned that though.
I don't like that. That's like
I
a
mean, they always do that nowadays. Always
Yeah.
someone picks up the ball, they hold the ball, and then they give it to the next guy to pull up.
yeah. I mean,
I've seen that a lot lately, honestly.
No,
Arteta
yeah,
should have
that-
taken it.
You say
Who should
Arteta?
have taken it?
Arteta should have.
Arteta, you'd have banged it. No, but
You probably would have banged it. You would have shot that straight up,
we were
straight middle high.
we were lights out today. I think tactically he gets it right again.
It seemed almost the same tactic. I think as the first game. No.
Yeah, I mean, they came out the same way. They came out to win. They didn't really come out to park
like
the bus.
I feel like
Madrid kind of
you
changed
guys
the tactic a bit.
defended with the ball today a lot.
Yes,
a lot more than I expected.
We were on the ball and we were really good on the ball, like connecting and breaking lines. But then like off the ball, the way we were just connected, like our midfield and our back four, so good, so disciplined. You know, Declan Rice, another massive game. That guy, out of all those midfielders today, made Valverde look like a baby. He made Tuchemani look like a baby. Jude Bellingham is gonna go to the next England camp and be like, dude, you shitted on me.
I thought they were gonna scrap that one.
I don't think they said
one
it
time.
and Jude played too bad, though.
But they didn't do anything. In that midfield, Rice won everything. Every 50-50, every kind of like interception, like breaking play up.
He
won
did
everything.
get a lot of interceptions. He was just reading
and
plays.
his ability to drive forward and kind of just be that extra runner, he disrupts stuff, right? Not that I say Valverde was bad or anything, but nothing productive or influential to like give them something.
What was the thing that you guys sent? That Rooney picked somebody over Valverde?
He picked Declan over
Rice. I mean, today
Today
that
maybe.
looks good.
today, but I mean, overall, I don't think Declan's a better player.
No, I don't think so either.
No, I'll take Valverde any day.
I would too, but I just love Declan's MO.
Declan played really well this
I think Declan's, but like
two
from
games.
like any manager, everyone has like a preference for it, like for their team or their midfield. If I was a manager at that level, Declan falls into my MO of the guys I want in my midfield, just because of his ability of what he can do on and off the ball and for how long. So I'm like, and I think obviously he's gotten better on the ball, like technically, and being able to progress the ball and final third, and that end product of his game has gotten a lot better. So it's great. And then you have guys like Saka, who he just poor Alaba. Alaba has a family.
So bad.
He has to go
Alaba was
through
so
today.
fucking bad.
Saka literally
Hey,
destroyed him.
it was both guys coming back from injury, right? Alaba and Saka.
Yeah, Alaba hasn't really played in like a year or so.
Yeah.
But he was so fucking bad.
I mean, obviously Saka's younger. He recovered. He was injured for like 100 days, whatever. But for him to just jump in and just be so influential. God.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me though, like I'm kind of happy like this happened in Madrid because they really need a change, and this loss like only benefits them to fix their team and kind of just start moving forward because like Madrid.
What do they need
wins
though?
so much that it masks and like hides their underlying issues that they have kind of in the team. Like last year they won La Liga and Champions League, but these issues that they've had kind of like existed last year, right? Like they need 3 to 4 new defenders. They can't play with Alaba, who really not good, and Lucas Vasquez at right back, right? So they definitely need outside backs and center backs. They need a striker. They can't really play with Mbappe and Vinny and Rodrigo. It's just unbalanced because Mbappe doesn't want to play 9. He shifts to the left. There's no proper 9 that's in the box and being dangerous for them, right? Like all these other comebacks that Madrid has had, they had a 9 that was there to either score a what's the word?
They had Kareem. They missed him.
Or even Joselu, they scored those garbage goals, right? Like a rebound off the goalie. Like those were the goals that led to poachers. Those were the ones that led to those comebacks. But no comeback's possible if you don't have a poacher who's gonna, give you those garbage goals. They definitely need a striker.
Chicharito.
And
I was gonna say that Chicharito, classic Chicharito.
Chicharito would be a banger for Madrid right now.
They need a Marine.
Literally, and I think it's time where maybe you move away from Vinny.
No, come on.
I think Vinny was so poor.
You want to move away from Vinny Jr.?
I mean, the team's not balanced with Mbappe, Vinny, and
Rodrigo.
So
Get rid of Rodrigo before Vinny, I would assume.
I hope not. If you know ball, you don't get rid of Rodrigo.
I know, but
No,
if
no,
you
I know,
go
I
by
know.
if you go
Yeah,
by people that
yeah,
that sell jerseys,
I prefer Rodrigo over Vinny, honestly.
Yes,
for sure.
100.
And
I think.
exactly, you
and you're
put
not the only
Mbappe.
one, Leo.
Huh?
I think a lot of people would say that. I think a lot of Madrid fans would say that as well.
Yeah,
They would
I
prefer
agree.
Rodrigo over Vinicius.
Yeah, but Vinny had such a good season last year. You're really gonna throw that all away for
Well,
an okay
you need a
season this year?
striker, right? So you didn't really need Mbappe, right? You just
No, you
needed a
didn't.
striker.
We all knew
You
that though.
get Mbappe, you still need a striker. The issue isn't fixed. So it's kind of like you move Mbappe into his left wing position, and then you get that striker that Madrid really needs, and the team's gonna flow so much better, right?
Vinny the problem or Mbappe's the problem? Because hey, PSG sent it into the semifinal, and Mbappe
That's true.
left. Mbappe had this team for how many years? I
Yeah,
mean, granted, they did go to the final that one year,
it's
but
yeah. I mean, it's not like Vinny's really a problem. They won 2 Champions League with him, right?
that's what I'm saying. So
But
I
it's
don't
just
know.
the way the team is kind of it's whoever
Revolving
brought
around.
yes, whoever they brought these players onto the team, they have Mbappe now. So what do? Do you bench Mbappe or do you bench Vinny? One of them needs to be benched. They can't play together, I think.
Yeah, I feel like the fichajes were strategically planned. They just got like the best name out there.
It was like the Galacticos, right? They had the best
Yeah,
players in the world. They didn't win shit for 4 years. They
yeah,
just had the best players, put them on the field, and hope that they did something. But
yeah.
in soccer, you need more than just the best players. You need some tactics. You need some
Same
balance.
same thing happened with PSG, right? They brought in all these players, Messi, Neymar, nothing,
Yeah,
zero, nothing to
I
show
agree.
for it. What were you gonna say, John?
I was gonna say you don't bench Vinny now because of Mbappe's there. You just bench him now because his performance.
Because he's not playing well.
Yeah, it's
He hasn't played well, yeah.
merit based off performance, right? So like now you bench him because he's just outright not playing good football. Today, every decision he made, and in the first leg, and I guess in previous matches as well, they aren't good. They're not good decisions going forward, defensively, even like technically, like to complete a pass, he can't do it. He really can't do it. And it's like this is surprising from Vinny, but it's like throughout the full 90 where he's making these decisions. I'm like, okay, you're not getting better after your first or second, maybe third mistake, and you can like regain your. Let's see if you can do better. He's just making them like flat out throughout the whole 90, and you're just like, this guy is just really bad right now. Like he's just
I
not
think
much good at ball.
he needs someone at 9 that he can just play off and
Play off
balance,
of.
right? He doesn't have that with Mbappe because Mbappe's kind of right next to him or just behind him. He doesn't
Yeah.
have that, right? He had that with Benzema, and then last year when they didn't have a striker, they kind of played with Rodrigo and Vinny both up almost as like 2 9s in a way, and they kind of had Bellingham who would be that 10 and would float up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now with Mbappe there, it's just literally the balance is all off, and Vinny can't bounce off anyone. Like he played really well with Benzi, but there's the connection with Mbappe isn't there, and there needs to be changed. To be fair,
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Arsenal. They move on. They play PSG in the next
is there
round.
anything you want to say to Kevin though, Johnny?
I don't want to say nothing to Kevin. I want him to listen to the most beautiful song that he can possibly listen to right now.
Leo, for context, Kevin is our good friend, very delusional fan. Very delusional fan. He's a big Real Madrid fan. And he's a big Ecuador fan, so we put up with him for those reasons.
Dope.
Just last few minutes, we'll just talk about Inter Bayern. Inter Bayern 2-2 today. Inter go through on aggregate 4-3. It seemed like Bayern was going to make a comeback today with the early goal from Harry Kane. I kind of thought maybe okay, there's something there. Bayern, to be honest, was very dangerous for the majority of the game. Inter kind of let Bayern take the game to them and kind of stuck to their guns, as Johnny mentioned with Barca. I think they lived and died by the sword of how they typically play, and they bounced back with 2 goals off set pieces, one from Lautaro, who was a beast, and then another one from the Frenchman Pavard. Sick header goal to get them back into the tie, and then Bayern scored another one to make it 2-2. I think it was Dyer who scored the goal off a set piece. Quick thoughts on the game. Or I know Johnny's watching the Arsenal game. Carlos, Leo, any thoughts on those 2 games or on that game?
I didn't watch it, but I didn't think Bayern was gonna do it. I had faith that Inter was gonna move on, but I didn't think Bayern was gonna give him so much trouble. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do some early predictions.
Let's go straight to it. I don't even want to talk about Inter Bayern. I just want to say Inter's going to be Barca in the next round.
Predictions in the semifinal: Inter takes on Barcelona. Arsenal takes on PSG. Barca Inter. You think Inter goes through? Johnny thinks Inter goes through. Leo, give me your unbiased on why Barca will go through.
I think Barca's just gonna go through because they're better, unbiased. But I think it's gonna be a close. It's gonna be close. I'm
Flat out.
thinking by like kind of like a goal difference. I think for my next prediction, but yeah, I think Barca goes by the minimum.
Let's see. Okay, so they play in Barca first. So
I don't get it.
Those teams that have hosted first have won. They won all the quarterfinal games, right?
What?
So actually,
No.
no, Bayern lost, I think, at home. No.
Yeah, they lost at home.
Bayern was the only one. Yeah,
Well, now that changes what I just said. I'm wrong.
most
But
most most teams.
most teams did. So
Yeah.
I think Barca has the advantage, obviously, but I don't know. Inter's defense, I think, is legit.
I
And
think it's
they
gonna.
can. It's gonna be tough for Barca.
I think it's gonna hurt that Barca isn't playing in the Camp Nou. Like, okay, maybe they've had all these games right with teams that I think we all knew that they would handle like pretty fairly. But Inter, I think, is a different beast, and not having the Camp Nou behind them, I think, will be something that's like missing in that semifinal first leg. You need the
Could be.
fans.
What's the atmosphere like at this stadium? It's not the same, right?
Leo, have you been?
Oh, I've been at their new home. I went to Barcelona was it 2 years ago? But
Right.
I've
So
never
so you've been to this new stadium.
Yeah,
It,
it's
it's like it's like
it's
open. You don't feel like
yeah, it's
close to the action.
yeah. I don't know. How. I've never been there, but I don't know if you guys ever been to the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena, California. But
No.
it feels. I don't know. It doesn't feel. Obviously, it's not their stadium, but it doesn't feel like their stadium when I was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
I would
doesn't feel like
agree.
home. As a Barca fan, it doesn't feel like it's the home.
Cool. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I've
How far since you've been? How far was it like from the center of Barca?
I don't even know, man. I remember I was there for like 22 hours. It was a quick trip.
Okay.
I landed in Barca. What was I wasn't even gonna go to Barcelona. I went there because I was already in London, and since it was close by,
Quick flight.
yeah. So I took some trains and went on a shuttle, and I was there. I don't know. It was pretty easy. Yeah.
yeah. That stadium, it's an Olympic stadium, so you have the track around it, which is why
Right.
it's
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
much.
it's
for sure.
open.
Yeah,
It's not like
Yeah.
the noise is like compact in.
you
You
have
know what I
so
mean?
much space. And Barca, I mean, the Camp Nou felt like a coliseum
Yeah.
whenever you were there. So it's a different feel. I think the last time Barca and Inter played late like this was, I think, the Mourinho year, right, where Mourinho knocked them out in the semis,
Damn.
and then
Yeah, I think you're right.
he
Yeah.
does the one right
Yeah, you're
to
right.
go through. So
Tough one.
I think there's a bad taste in Barcelona fans' mouth from that still. I think personally, I
Yeah,
remember
that's a good point.
being really pissed off when Mourinho beat us, just because of those tactics. Right, it's all very similar tactics still. Just the Italian teams are very organized, know how to defend. I feel like Inter is like it's like Croatia. They're so organized and they play so simple that, like, I think Johnny mentioned in the last pod how like good they are on the counter. It's not necessarily that they're fast, like they have fast wingers, but they play such simple balls that they get up fast. Because Lautaro and Thuram,
Tehran.
they hold the ball. Like the ball comes, they'll hold it, or the ball comes and they'll just lay it off, and then there's that third runner that's bombing forward. And I think that's how they can really hurt teams is just playing this like simple game between the two nines and then the midfield. So I don't know. We'll see. Both teams, I think, live and die by their system, and obviously, I'm hoping Barca wins, but I think it's going to be tight. And I think
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
no
I
Camp
think
Nou is
just
going to suck.
the 2-9 system is tough for defenders because they don't know who to pick up sometimes because they're both focused on the two nines, but then when Lautaro drops back in, the center back is still kind of focused on him and he can catch him out of position, and that's when
And
like those runners catch him.
those outside backs too, they get up because
Yeah,
the
they
center
do.
Yeah,
back
DeMarco and Damien, I think. Darmian.
yep, Dumfries, because the center
Or end
backs
up
when they're on the
pursuit.
ball,
Oh, Dumfries, yes.
they separate. Those two center backs get the ball, or when they don't, when they're on possession, they separate wide. So then the outside backs can whip forward. So with the 2-man system there, you're worried about those two guys, and then you're worried about those guys fucking bombing on up there on the transition, which is
Yeah, and they're
why they're so good at moments, obviously. So, like I think Inter's gonna advance. I think personally, my heart wants Barcelona only because I want the rematch. Like,
Bro,
yeah.
history repeats itself, bro. It's gonna be Arsenal Barca final, and then Barcelona's just gonna win again,
dude, why are you
which
saying
is
that
what I
shit,
don't
bro?
want.
Why are you saying that to me, dude? Come on.
That's not history repeats itself, bro. That's why we need to change it up.
Okay,
Hey,
fine.
it would be a good way to
Redemption.
kind of would be a good redemption.
A good promo for the Champions League.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good promotion for the
Yeah.
Champions League. Big promo.
I don't know. VAR was with Arsenal today, so maybe UEFA wants Arsenal to get their first Champions League.
Oh, I can't believe I'm hearing this. Oh my goodness. I'm here with Barcelona fans and Real Madrid fans, and Arsenal has VAR help.
I don't know, man. Today, I think they might have got a little bit.
I could have never dreamt today, dude. I could have never pictured this. Oh man, dude. We're massive. We're a fucking massive club now because now you're saying that we're fucking top, bro.
I think
Come
UEFA's just tired of Madrid. Madrid have won enough.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
They're giving help to some other teams.
Laugh.
Arsenal PSG. Before we finish this instant reaction, let's do 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Everyone goes thoughts and predictions.
Where are they playing first? Where are they
Leo,
playing first?
let Leo go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying where are they playing first? And
And at the Emirates.
I think
they
Emirates
play,
first. Yeah,
they play at the Emirates. Yeah.
that's a good one. Damn. I think
it's gonna be rocking.
I think it's gonna be like a 1-1 at Emirates, and it's gonna be 2-2 in Paris. I think they go to PKs. I think it's gonna go all the way to PKs.
Sick.
That's I feel like it's gonna be a balanced game. That's the one because I was like trying to like for parlays. Like, man, what should I do for the next one? I can't pick. Because PSG attack's really good, but Arsenal defense really good. So I feel like it's gonna be pretty balanced game on both sides. So I'm thinking they're gonna go to PKs, but I could be wrong. I mean, I got 3 wrong, so I might be wrong.
Hey man, if they go to PKs, I don't want to face Donnarumma.
Yeah, that's the thing too, and I think PSG goes through.
Yeah,
So that was my prediction.
Arsenal's fucked if they go to
Don't be
PK.
sorry. Don't be sorry. It's okay.
Go
I
next.
think I like the 1-1 though at Emirates, and I think at Paris, I think PSG wins 2-1. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to overtime. I think it's gonna be a close game both ways. Both both home and away. I think it's gonna be a close game. But I think a draw first leg at Emirates.
So are we doing just legs, or we're doing like in totality?
Whatever your heart desires.
One game at a time for me. At the Emirates, Arsenal win. Arsenal win at the Emirates. But how much?
Saying
my last prediction was close.
You said 2-0. Leo, Johnny's predictions for the first legs were insane. He said Inter was going to be Bayern. He said Arsenal was going to be Madrid. It was pretty spot on.
He said Marino was going to score.
Marino was going to
score.
Yeah, so he had this little crystal ball in the last part.
Today he said Martinelli was going to score.
I did.
That's all right. Yeah.
I was gonna put him in one of my picks, but I was like, nah, he's not gonna score. And then I was like, damn, I should have picked him.
maybe you need Johnny for your parlay.
Yeah,
I've never been this lucky because that's what when I
uh,
bet I get it wrong. When I don't bet I get it right. So I'm just gonna keep it that way. But I think Arsenal win the first game at home. I think they'll win 2-0. I think I'll go for 2-0 again. I think they'll
2-0.
I think they'll continue with the home form.
Shutout. Yeah, I said you guys wouldn't shut out Madrid, and you did, and you should have today.
I think they go 2-0. I think they go 2-0 at home defensively, just because I think if they keep playing the same way, I think it's gonna be really difficult to break them down. Really, really difficult. I think Raya is top, and I think our back four with Declan and Thomas have been really good. So I'm gonna go 2-0 first leg at home, and I'm gonna go one game at a time. So you catch me for another reaction afterwards.
2-0 is crazy. You want to bet a shot for that game? Let's do the same thing.
Well, you could bet, but yeah.
Yeah, if it's a shutout, we take a shot. If PSG wins, you take a shot. If Arsenal wins, I take a shot.
Okay, fine.
All right, to close out my prediction. Fuck, I don't even know. I do think Arsenal's going to win at home. That stadium is going to be too rocking for them to lose. I mean, you're not going to get another Declan Rice 2 free kicks. So I think Arsenal wins by the minimum 2-1 because I think PSG is good enough to score over there. And then in Paris, I think I'm with Leo. I think PSG beat them by the minimum, and it goes to overtime.
Yeah, we go to
and
overtime.
Then I don't know what happens there. Whoever has the most legs.
Cardiac arrest, dude. My shit's gonna fucking fail, dude.
I just want Johnny to sweat.
I personally think if they go to PKs, I think Donnarumma's too good in penalties. For PSG to not go through. I mean, you've seen what he's done time and time again, the Euros, and then that last one against Liverpool. So you better hope they don't go to penalties.
Yeah, I think that's my only thing. I don't want it to go to PKs. That's it. That's it. That's all I asked for. I think very doable, but I think that's.
You don't want to go to
I
PKs?
don't want it to go to PKs.
Yeah, you don't.
That might be your best hope to get there.
No,
You gotta.
no shot.
And pish posh.
I'm
Right.
just very happy for you today, Johnny. I hope you enjoy. I hope you
Cut the
enjoy
stream.
today.
Cut the
I hope
stream.
I
Cut
hope
it.
you never forget this moment, and I hope you really enjoy that beer you're having.